Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys. I you know, I know you guys wanted me to talk about this, or you was gonna ask me what did I think of this. So I'm gonna go on to talk about it, get this out the way. Oh, and by the way, I'm not making no videos about Charleston White. Don't ask me to make videos about him. I already know what type of dude he is. I already know. I already know what kind of cat he is. He for real. I already know. So it ain't no use to even bother talking about him. I'm not gonna make no videos about him. So don't ask me to make no fucking videos about no Charleston White. End of discussion. End of story. So please don't even mention his name on my channel. I would appreciate it if you would not mention this dude's name. Don't ask me what I think of him. Don't ask me to make no videos about him. I am asking you nicely. Okay? For real. Now, with that being said, let me get to something else, the topic at hand. And this is a cautionary tale for, people that's interested in being on YouTube or that's currently on YouTube, whatever the case may be. I'm going to tell you this right now. Don't just do anything just to get views. Okay? Don't be a view whore. Okay? Were you so desperate for views, you would just do anything to get views, no matter how much you try to humiliate somebody or humiliate yourself. It's not worth it. Now, we have YouTubers that do all kind of different stuff, from advice to cooking to, just a lot of different things. Music, what I do, sports, you know, entertainment. So, everybody have their lane. But like I said, whatever your lane is, try to drive a straight line or try to drive straight down your lane. Don't drive, crooked, for real. Stay in your lane for real, but stay in your lane with caution. And like I said, this is a cautionary tale, like I said, when being a view whore goes wrong and, going to the extreme for views. Now, in case you guys don't know, there is a guy there used to be a guy by the name of Timothy Wilkes. Now, in case you guys don't know, there was an incident that happened a few days ago that cost this dude his life. Now, I'm going to break it down and I'm going to give you my honest assessment of Timothy Wilkes and what I think of him, because I did research on him. And you know me, I don't pull no punches when it comes to my content. But in case you guys don't know, Timothy Wilkes was somewhere in the Tennessee area, outside of the Tennessee area. Excuse me, not Tennessee, I mean Nashville area. Excuse me. It's early in the morning. And basically, what he did was he called himself playing a prank by, having a gigantic butcher knife in his hand and was pretending to rob somebody. Well, to make a long story short, this prank went deadly wrong because basically, and I want to say this with clarity so you guys can clearly hear what I have to say. And basically, the dude that he tried to pull this with didn't know who he was. He went to his car and pulled out a legally owned registered firearm, and basically you know he took Timothy Wilkes out. Timothy Wilkes was 20 years old. He was a YouTuber. I tried to find his channel. They may have already taken down his channel. Now, with that being said, I did some research on him. I saw a video by Willie D. Shout out to Willie D. And I saw a couple of other videos. Now, there were a lot of videos about him, but from what I see, most of the people didn't want to get to the real bread and butter, the real topic at hand, what was up with this dude. It appears that this Timothy Wilkes dude was basically only pranking black people in urban areas. So he might have been one of these little suburbanites that got a kick out of like pranking and messing with black people. But it went wrong for him this time. He messed with the wrong one this time. And don't come on here and say, hey, why you gotta make this a race thing? Well, how come everybody that he was pranking was black? So you could save that shit. Okay. Like I said, it's unfortunate that he lost his life, but to be honest with you, what was the dude supposed to do? You come, acting like you robbing somebody, and how do he know he was playing a prank? You got a butcher knife, and we all know that a butcher knife could kill you. I mean, that was just stupid what he did, and you just got to call it 100. Most people would have did that to him. Okay? So it's his fault that he's not here. Okay? It's his fault. Now, the person that shot him, he hasn't been charged. I don't know what you could charge him with. And I have the, guy's name. So I'm going to do a follow-up, because we got to make sure that this dude don't get railroaded. This is a clear case of self-defense. Okay? Now, before you say, well, it was a joke, how was he supposed to know? Once again. So Timothy Wilkes brought that on himself. It's his fault that he's not here. You just don't play no jokes like that. Now, like I said, they're running an investigation now. I don't see what they can do. It was self-defense. It was what started off as a prank ended in somebody losing their life. And I just want to tell you guys, I don't care who you are, what color you are. I'm going to just keep it 100. Don't be a view whore. Were you willing to do anything for views or say anything for views? It's not that serious. If you got good content, the views gonna come, the money gonna come if you in it for the money. But I don't care who you are. Don't be going around playing them kind of pranks on nobody. Don't go around walking around with a butcher knife. Because to be honest with you, if the shoe had been on the other foot, if it was a black guy that did that to a white dude and got shot, I can't sit up there and be mad about it because the dude brought it on himself. Just like a few years ago when you had these punk ass black kids that was going around playing the knockout game. And the knockout game is when they walk up to just random people and they try to hit them as hard as they can to try to knock them out. And I was thinking to myself, boy, if they do that to the wrong person and they end up, in the morgue, that's going to be on them. And what happened was, well, they tried to knock out the wrong person, and one of them ended up getting the shit beat out of them. So, that was pretty much the end of that. But, for Timothy Wilkes, like I said, he shouldn't have did that. He brought it on himself. I really don't feel that bad for him. Because one, you shouldn't go around targeting random black people. One, as some, trying to get a kick out of it. And now, guess what? You trying to prank black people, now you ain't here no more because you got a kick out of like trying to basically harass and prank black people. Because that's pretty much who his targets was. And he probably was some dude from the suburbs who got a kick out of doing that. Well, like I said, now it backfired on him. So now he's not here. So, it is what it is. That's unfortunate. But let that be a lesson to, current YouTubers and, people that's considering being on YouTube. It's not worth it. Don't do that shit. That just wasn't smart. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.